On June 25th, 2009, the entire world stood still as the news broke.
We're getting some breaking news coming into the situation right now from about Michael Jackson, the king of pop, who's 50 years old.
Just weeks before his massive comeback tour, the king of pop was pronounced dead, leaving millions of fans in absolute shock. The official reports confirmed it was acute propofol intoxication, a lethal dose of surgical anesthetic given in a private home. It was a tragedy ruled as a homicide, ending a legendary life in a moment of chaos. But we have to ask, does an energy that powerful simply fade away? Or does the spirit remain tethered to the mystery of those final moments? Tonight, we are attempting to make contact. We are turning on the spirit box to reach out directly to Michael's spirit and any entities that were present in that room. We are opening the door to the other side right now. It is time to listen to the voices of the dead and seek the answers that history left behind. Hello, Michael Jackson. Kayla has already seen you, so can you come on in, beautiful Michael? Kayla's going to listen on the spirit box, which is a radio, and my name's Dolly. Hi. Hey, come and sit here, my darling. So thankful that you have come all the way to Melbourne, right, to be here. It's a long way. And I am thrilled that you're here. We're wearing our Michael Jackson.
Dolly.
Hello. You're doing really well. Excellent. Can you confirm your name?
My mates.
Yeah, my mates. Can you confirm your name? Just say your name, and Kayla can be your voice. I'm very excited. I'm so excited. Or how you want to be called. You said my name. Can you just confirm how you would like me to call you? King of Pop? Should we call you the King of Pop?
What's going on?
So get really close to Kayla and just say your name really loudly to her.
He just laughed.
Okay. Well, in your own time.
Very early in.
Very early in, I know. I'm getting really formal, aren't I, gorgeous? Hey? Michael, you are a legend, and we have all grown up with your music, and we still listen to your music. We love your music. Rock With You, I have to say, one of my favourite songs. Man in the Mirror, another classic. Ben, The Two of Us. What was that about? Was it about a pet rat? I don't know. So many great songs. So many songs that we've listened to, we've played, we've danced to. And wow, isn't that amazing, Michael, that when we hear your songs, there's instant joy. We always want to dance. And you are the life and soul of every party. And isn't that a wonderful legacy that you've left behind?
I just heard music.
You are still playing music, yeah? Are you still moonwalking? We all wanted to be a moonwalker, didn't we? Are you more kind of heaven walking now? I just saw something come in there. Michael, what would you like to tell me, my darling? What would you like to tell me? Are you happy? You have a beautiful voice. And how old were you when you started? I mean, I remember you back in the day in your Motown day.
Is it a sunny day tomorrow?
He's worried about the sunny weather.
I was really sad.
When you died. What happened? Do you want to tell me about that? Do you want to talk to me about what happened when you passed, Michael? You were just about to do a concert. What was the concert you were just about to do? I know we all had tickets for it, and we were all very excited that you were going to come back and do another concert. And apparently you had trouble sleeping, is that right?
ABC.
ABC. It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
It's hot.
It's hot. What's hot, darling? How are you going? ABC was a great song. I still play it. Play it all the time. It's a great song. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. What would you like to talk to me about, Michael? You've come all this way to Melbourne. Do you know was it a chimpanzee, Bubbles?
It'll be cheaper.
What will be cheaper? Bubbles is still alive, your chimpanzee, and being looked after. Did you know that, my darling? You're very attached to your animals, and you were a great humanitarian. You supported over 30 charities. You funded medical treatments for children. You donated millions of your dollars, and you quietly paid for surgeries and education and housing for fans and strangers.
More music.
More music. He's trying to connect by playing us music. I'm so glad that you're still playing music up in the heavenly skies.
First thing you do.
First thing you do is play music, right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah. It gets you through the days, does it, darling? How are you now, Michael? How are you spiritually?
Another man said kid over there.
Kid over there. Okay.
Person I have met.
Oh, okay. There's a child over here that you're looking after, are you? Who are you with now in the spirit world? Michael? Now, Michael, you influence fashion, dance, music production, film, stage performance. You even did Super Bowl halftime shows, award shows.
Thank you.
You influenced everything to do with music. And you still do. People still remix your songs, still play your songs.
About the 106th.
Mm-hmm. All right. Michael, what happened when you, just before you died, darling? What happened? You want to talk to me about that? A lot of people were taking from you. It must have been pretty tough being Michael Jackson, right? It's pretty hard to have an ordinary life.
Nose.
I think you probably found it hard to breathe. Is that right?
Retire.
You just wanted to retire? And that's understandable. You had been singing all your life, performing all your life, entertaining all your life. And people still kept on wanting you to, well, they just wanted you, didn't they? They just had to be, you were just a product, weren't you? It was pretty tough being you, right? Hey, Michael, you still here?
Another man said pretend he's ready.
Who else has stepped in? Have I got Michael's ancestors? You're going to come in moonwalking, Michael. You're having a costume change. There was quite a bit of obsession around you, darling. Heaps, lots of media, accusations, tabloid attacks. But despite that, your music endures, darling. Yeah? We still play your music all over the world. Produce. Okay.
Producer.
Oh, the producer's here. Okay. What's your name? I'd love Michael to speak, though, if that's okay. I really want to get his voice through. He had a beautiful voice. And I'd like Michael to speak, if that's okay. Michael, can you just step really close to Kayla, or are you dancing? I can feel you around.
Was producer.
What do you want to say about the producer?
It was.
Yeah. It was what, darling? Come on, Michael. Are you dancing or what's going? I had Marilyn.
He was produced.
You were mass produced. I mean, you were produced to an inch of your life. Do you still visit Netherland?
He'd be pissed.
Oh, the producer would be pissed because you died before you could put your show on. Is that what you're saying? He would have lost a lot of money. Hey? Is that what you're saying? That the producer isn't happy with you? Well, that's okay, isn't it? Yeah. You must feel like you finally, are you finally being accepted where you are? I feel like it was...
he is.
Yeah. I feel like, Michael, that perhaps that there wasn't a lot of self-love with you. Did you,
The producer said the best I've ever seen.
Oh, so the producer keeps speaking. Now, producer, what is your name? We all know that Michael was the best he's ever seen, but what about his soul? What about who he is? What about that little boy? What about his spirit? We all know that he was the best, and I'm sure you made a lot of money out of him, but can you just step back and let Michael speak? You don't need to produce him now. This isn't, for anything else but a nice spiritual chat and welfare, really. Check on how he is. There's no hidden agenda.
2 gens, bleeding the biggest.
Producer is still producing in the afterlife. Wow. There's no need to produce Michael, okay? I just want to hear Michael's voice. I want to know if he's okay. I want to know if he's still dancing in heaven. I want to know if he's free. He had a lot of accusations against him in life. Is there anything he'd like to tell us? Michael, I just want to ask the producer to step back. I've just called Michael Jackson in.
No, I'm with him.
I just want Michael to speak, if that's okay, spirits. He was born June the 25th. When did he die? Oh, he was born on August the 29th, 1958, and died on June 25th, 2009. He was the king of pop, without a doubt, and a great singer, a great songwriter, a dancer, philanthropist. And you started off, didn't you, in the Jackson 5 with your family? Goodness me, 9 children. I didn't know
Right.
I didn't know you had 9 children. Woo, 9 brothers and sisters. That's a lot, isn't it? In Daughter. In Gary, Indiana. Is Joseph around? Your dad? I don't know if he's still alive or not. You certainly, Michael, you shattered a lot of racial barriers for black singers and musicians. And, you made white people turn around and look. White people just don't have the same rhythm, the same music, the same... Yeah, so I feel like the producer's still...
The producer said Business Australia myself.
Tell me your name. What's your name? What's your name? Is this Bruce that's here? Or Hal Davis? Or Walter? Or Rod? Who's here now? Is this Bruce or Hal Davis? Or Walter? Or Rod? Who's here with Michael? Not letting him speak. You see,
Something about a blender.
You see, when I call spirits in, they normally come in with their ancestors or their partners, not with their producers. Are you going to tell me your name, producer, and why you're here? So Bruce Sweden was Michael's legendary audio engineer and co-producer on Thriller, Bad and Dangerous, and he died November the 16th, 2020.
No.
Not him. Hal Davis was a Motown producer of the Jackson 5, and he died November
Just did my job.
1998. And Walter Yetnikoff was the president who championed Michael's solo career. He died August 2021.
Blast.
And Rod Tepperton was the songwriter-producer involved with MJ. He wrote Thriller, Rock With You, love Rock With You, great song. And he worked closely with Quincy Jones. He died October 2016. Okay. All right. Michael. Kayla, what's happening with Mike? There's a producer. I just want to speak with Michael.
Yeah, the producer's taking over.
Yeah, I just want him to step back because Michael hasn't said a word. Has he?
Yeah, he said a couple of words. Yeah, it's more
ABC?
producer. It's more the producer.
But I didn't call the producer in.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the producer. I mean, really. Now, who's the lady that just stepped in?
I don't know. She hasn't told me her name yet.
Okay, where's Michael now?
She's still sitting there.
Michael's over there.
Yeah, he's still sitting on the couch.
Okay. So, Michael, I don't need all due respect, darling. This isn't a production. This isn't a video of that needs a producer. This is something that's real, that's about your soul, darling. This is about your spirit. This is about the essence of you and who you are. This is about how you want to be remembered, not how a producer wants to remember you. So with all due respect, I'm asking the producer to step back and I'm asking Michael to come and have a chat with me, right? I love your music, Michael. I love you and I want to hear from you. Simple. Simple. Is he going to come over?
I think so.
I'm even wearing one of your gloves. There you go. We love you, Michael. Okay? We want to hear from you, darling. This is a world fair. We want to see how you are spiritually. You know, are you happy? Are you free? Is he coming over? Is he going to speak to us?
I think he's going to speak. He's still sitting on the chair. Come sit on this chair.
Do you want to sit over there with him?
Yeah, I can sit over there with him.
All right. This is a weird one. This is such a weird one. I've never had a producer come in before. I'm asking the producer to step back. I love your work, producer. I really do. You know, and of course, producers do an amazing job with, well, basically making a lot of money out of singers. But I didn't ask for you, darling. I'm asking for Michael Jackson to step forward. I'm going to talk to him about his kids, about his legacy, about all the money that he donated, about how he was when he, you know, had so many pills he couldn't get to sleep, for Christ's sake, about the doctor that went to jail because he wasn't there when he died. I mean, no one took responsibility for Michael. Michael, I need you to take responsibility.
That's right.
I need you to take responsibility, Michael.
Really?
Yeah, I need you to get your voice through, darling. We love you, right? Okay? I want to see how you are, okay? Because when you died, it was a pretty sad shit fight, wasn't it? It was awful. It was awful because of all the pain that you were in, right? You're in a lot of
I think it was like...
Okay. What was it like? What was it like for you, Michael? Thank you, producer, for stepping back. Michael, what was it like for you? What were those final days like? Being produced within an inch of his life, all his life, and even in the afterlife. How freaking weird is that? This poor guy never got to speak.
Terrified.
Terrifying. Okay.
There was much.
What was it, darling? You're doing well now. This is what I want. I just want you. Real you. I don't want all the bullshit, right? I want you to talk to me. Spirit to spirit, right? Don't want all the other crap. How was it when you died, darling? What happened? What happened? You want to talk to us about that? I mean, were you ready to leave? Were you depressed? What happened? Come on, we need to speak about this. I want
Depressed.
to make depressed. Yeah, were you depressed?
A little.
A little. But did you want to die, Michael?
Yes, and?
Yes, and what? Or did you just want to go to sleep? Hey?
Stage.
Yeah.
Stage.
Okay.
Get out. About 5.
You know, you had Dr. Death giving you more prescription medicine than God knows what. And he went to jail. Dr. Conrad Murray. Do you think he was responsible for your death, Michael? Because he went to jail for manslaughter, sentenced to 4 years and served around 2 years. Lost his medical licenses. Do you think, is there anything you would like to say to him if he was here in the room? Apparently he was trying to get Michael to sleep and Michael couldn't get to sleep because he had a big production. He had a big stage show. He had a lot of debts to pay. He had a lot of producers to please. For Christ's sake. Wow. And he just wanted to get some sleep. So Dr. Conrad Murray was his doctor and sat beside him and
It was.
Gave him a lot of drugs.
Stage.
Stage what? What about the stage, Michael? Dr. Conrad Murray, let's get real. He went to jail for involuntary manslaughter for your death.
ABC.
ABC. Was that the best time of your life when you were younger? It's not as simple as ABC. Massive hit in 1970. It actually knocked the Beatles' Let It Be out of the number 1 spot, which is pretty wild when you think about it, right?
Staged.
Staged. What was staged, darling? Was your death staged? Is that what you're saying?
Part of it. Scrutinised.
Part of it was scrutinised, right? Keep going. Your death was certainly scrutinised and you were scrutinised. You were scrutinised every waking moment of your life, my darling. We all wanted to be like you, Michael, but in the reality of it was that, wow, it was a pretty tough job being you. So what do you want to tell me, Michael? Is there anyone to blame over your passing?
Sick.
You were sick.
Security.
Security. Was going to sleep your security? Okay, so you were fed some drugs. Was the doctor responsible for your death, or are you taking responsibility for it?
Backstage.
Keep saying stage, backstage.
Are you good?
Yeah, well, people were worried about you.
I think you'd be better if you had some. We'll just Google.
Oh, This Is It. This Is It final show was going to be in the O2 Arena in London. And
Drugged me.
drugged me. Okay. The initial announcement
Better.
was 10 shows, and then it expanded to 50 shows. It was marketed as his grand return, his farewell, and the biggest live production he'd ever attempted.
Be able to hang in there and...
So you wanted to hang in there, Michael? You didn't want to go to sleep? You wanted to show your fans that you could perform and you could hold massive crowds like you did when you were younger? Is that what you wanted to do? It was a grand return. Some said your farewell tour. Biggest live production you'd ever attempted.
It was quite
What, darling? Pretty big show. Pretty big expectation.
Just speak to the host. What does he want?
So rehearsals were already underway in Los Angeles.
Perform.
But I think you wanted to do that show, didn't you, Michael? Did you want to do the show? Did you want to show the world that you could?
I can't. I'll try some. Have this.
Sounds like he was being fed drugs and he knew that he couldn't do it. And they kept feeding him.
I'm telling you.
Kept feeding him drugs.
Take this.
I'm telling you, take this. Okay.
I can't have this.
And Michael said, I can't have this. And they said, I'm telling you, take this. So, Michael, you tried to stop all the drugs. You tried to stop and go, no, I can't take any more. But they kept giving them to you. Is that what you're saying, my darling? They kept feeding you drugs to making you perform.
I want you.
So the producer was Kenny Ortega at that time. He was a director and producer of This Is It, a long-time collaborator.
Poker face.
Michael, you were working with producer and director Kenny Ortega on the This Is It show. What was that experience like? I mean, were you enjoying it?
All different kinds. Try this.
All different kinds, try this. So he's taking us back to
And this.
the night. All different kinds of drugs. Try this one, try this one, try this one. They kept trying to medicate you, is that right? So you would perform, so you would sleep, so you would perform. Is that what you're saying, darling?
I just heard him say woo.
Woo! Woo! So, okay.
Someone else said Michael loved it.
Michael loved it. Michael loved what? Dancing? Okay.
Another one said taking drugs.
Okay, so everyone's come in for their 2 cents worth. Wow.
He just said I didn't.
I didn't. He didn't like taking drugs, okay? But a lot was expected of him, wouldn't you agree? The whole world wanting. You know, you can't just perform like a monkey all the time, spirits, okay? It's got to take its toll, right? And it took its toll with Michael, that's for sure. He didn't know who the hell he was. I mean, he didn't know who the hell he was even in spirit. He came with his friggin' producer. Huh? So, Michael, I want you to...
Thank you.
I want you to think about this, darling, all right? I'm really sorry with how you were abused.
They're just stressed.
Yeah, they just stress. Okay.
It was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident, his passing, okay? He didn't want to take drugs. You know, he just wanted a bit of peace. That's all he wanted, right? Okay? And he was in debt up to his eyeballs. Everyone was suing him left, right and centre. I'm not going to go into that, whether or not, you know, those court... I'm not going to go into that. So I'd like you, spirits, to think about how you would have been. I think he did pretty well, really. He gave a lot of happiness to a lot of people, and he still does. Everyone wanted. I mean, to get people dancing is a fantastic thing, right? And his music got people dancing and laughing and enjoying themselves. So that's just incredible. So let's give Michael a bit of slack here, spirits. All right? What do you reckon, Michael? I'm sorry with what happened to you. I'm sorry you were drugged. And I'm sorry that you just couldn't be yourself. I'm sorry you couldn't be the little ABC boy again. He had no voice. Even though he had a beautiful voice, he had no voice.
Hard for me.
Hard for you, I know, darling, because everyone spoke on your behalf. But I wanted you to speak. I wanted you to speak to me. That's all I wanted. So what do you want to tell me before you go? Any messages you want to give to your fans or your family that you've left behind? What do you want to tell me, Michael? The man in the mirror. What do you want to tell me?
Perform.
Perform?
Perform.
Yeah. I just tried speaking then. Couldn't quite. What was that, Michael? What's your final message, mate? Scream it out.
Out there.
Out there. Scream it out, Michael. Spirits, can you just step back and let Michael say something else before you go? Out of respect and love for this beautiful man. I hope you are happy, all right? And if performing makes you happy, fantastic. I hope you're still singing, darling, and looking after yourself, yeah? Looking after your soul, what matters to you. And the deepest respect and the deepest love to you, darling, and thank you for coming in and speaking with Kayla and myself. Thanks, Michael.
ABC.
ABC. Okay. Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks, Michael. ABC. Beautiful song. Keep playing ABC, everyone. He loves that song. That's his favourite, I think. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Michael.
He just said bye, but it was in like song form.
Bye. ABC. Wow. Okay. Well, that was a particularly tough session. That was, we had producers.
I wonder if the producers were in on it. They would have been.
In on what?
They sounded like they kept trying to give him drugs so he'd keep performing.
Oh, producers kept performing. Yeah, he was.
They just kept, try this,
try this, try that. Yeah, try this, Michael. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, try another drug. Yeah.
It'll help.
It'll help you. It'll help you sleep. It'll help you perform. It'll help you do, make us lots of money.
Yeah.
And still sitting here and producing his life from the afterlife. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
And
I just don't think he wanted to be exposed.
Exposed?
Yeah.
About what?
Just their behaviour backstage. Because he was talking about a lot about backstage behaviour.
Backstage with the drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Producers trying to cover their ass in the afterlife. Okay. All right. Thank you.